Boy, beautiful setting for this one. Must win.
When the season ended, Lincoln Jarrett hit the recruiting trail. He wanted to replenish his with a bitter taste in his mouth. He hated to miss the postseason, but his
exceptional right now. We told you, first player with multiple 4 RBI games in one by Capital One. So Ferrer's been doing it, but his classmate James Tibbs,
all season long, they really are ready for him to bust out here in Omaha.
In another
way, this Florida State offense averaging 11 runs per game in the NCAA tournament. Big kid, 6 fastball, about 50% curveball and changeup as well.
Last year for the Tide, only had 31 plate appearances. He's had a very good year for the number 8 national seed with 48 wins as well. Played all year. There's a strike.
The all-speed pitches have been really good for him this year. Opponent's taking 350 off the fastball.
And Dalton Pence afterward. Up the ladder, and it's a strike. This is it.
What just shows you the strength of this club. And this man right, he can compress the ball with anybody in the country. A physical specimen.
Projected first rounder who pops out. Know by now Link Jarrett's story. Second-year head coach at the school that he played shorts, Mater, where he was a self-made player and came here to this city to play 3 going. Second in the country in RBIs. We showed you the ACC. What's got to be different for him?
Well, you're talking about to hit it out to the backside if he just slows everything down.
So if he can establish the all-speed pitches, he's got a chance to go for a while today.
Full count.
And those are the kinds of swings Link's talking about. And again, that's a changeup and a 3-1 count, so it's 8.
Swing and a miss. Great looking after a 1-2-3. And Vance Honeycutt will lead things. Lost to Tennessee on Sunday, and the Tar Heels batting order in this one is Brian
Cook. 18 home runs and 77 ribbies on the season. No homers, bunch of damage today.
Florida State has some thin pitching.
In the ACC tournament, he started against Wake Forest. There's the numbers on the year, 5-0 ERA.
Bunch of arms on deck for Florida State and a must-win here today. Honeycutt, the 6'3" junior out of Salisbury, North Carolina, who was first team all 111 miles an hour. That was the only run of the game.
It's been more clutch than it has consistent.
2-1 from Armstrong is cut. His father Bobby played here. His mother Leanne was a
80 grade speed.
Swing and a miss.
More of a slider is what it is. About a 33% swing and miss, so just about the same as hopping up on the game mound. So far, command looks good.
Facing Cook here, one of the top bats for Carolina. Last 2/3 innings. Gets Cook to pop this one up foul.
The year when, you know, if you didn't have a loser's bracket, some guys that really hadn't performed very well in the bump farm, all will elevate their game if you're going to make a deep run.
Daniel Cantu recollects and wins the foot race.
Those kinds of guys to really step up, and you think about last year twice. Now they had a guy named Skeens, which is pretty helpful.
Never hurts when you have a guy
on the mound, but
well, he's no Paul.
Here's Parks Hart, head coach, the ACC's coach of the year, who was here a ton, as he 99, long time, right beside Mike Fox.
Getting down his 23rd year here at North Carolina.
He seems like he's always in good spirits.
Yeah.
I don't think he has a lot of bad.
Jarrett hoping for a 0. The 1-2 from Armstrong is down and away to Parks Hart. 3 for 6 here in Omaha. Doubled and worked a couple of walks on Friday. Third at the likely first rounder, Cam Smith. Heroes on both sides for Florida State.
these new menu
here in Omaha.
You got to have somebody step up. This is a team that today with Florida State, Ferrer has been leading the charge.
Winging on a line at Vance Ferrer. Danny told you, a guy who's stuck around. Your best players have to put out on social media that they're returning to your school.
Yeah.
The 5-0 and push him up in that lineup. Or is it just something you don't want to? The offense has been really good.
From that standpoint, I think you defer to the latter, Ben, which is analytically, you'd like your hottest hitter up more and in the 5-hole,
a few more.
the 3-hole. I mean, maybe over time or in a certain day.
For 17 with 5 homers. A swinging bat is a dangerous, and the aggressive Ferrer epitomizes that.
At times it can be reckless, maybe swinging a little too much, but very unique setup.
And he works a walk. Tied to start this elimination game.
Yeah, now Aiden Houck pitching for them as well. Last time he pitched was against LSU, and the regional did not pitch in the Super Regional.
Since the end of the regular season, like we said, 68 pitches. So a man on for Daniel Cantu. 5th-year senior. He's done the same with Florida State. Provided great leadership as well, but some hard contact. Had a big fly out.
Center field's a good place to get your feelings hurt in this ballpark. Like the dream.
In, Gallagher out, and it drops fair. Ferrer to second as... So instead he's at second for Alex Lodies, the sophomore
For North Carolina did not get a great read on it. He went more towards the line at first.
for an otherwise defensive outfield in the country.
Well, it's just a huge park, right? It's a huge few days, and so even the best defenses can have problems on some.
Lodies lofts this one to right center, and Vance Honeycutt's.
And that's a run. Now, you might think it's unfair to think he's going to get to
Barely get back to the bag.
Then you get a 300-foot fly ball out in right center field.
The run.
To Ben's point, right? Like,
Right.
where would you be between first and second?
I'd be 5 feet from the base. And then if it hits, you just turn the corner and off you go.
And this is Drew Farreau, the switch-hitting second baseman. Takes a curveball. This is a bullet up the middle for third, and Florida State strikes first. Transfer 0 for 5, but Friday had 3 walks against Tennessee.
To lock it in these spots.
Typically in these situations, runners in scoring position. Opponent's only hitting 169 off of him.
Deals it 0-2. Caro, the freshman. Game 2 was Shea Sprague in college. 1-2. Strike 3 call. We'll see what it looks like here for Armstrong, because that pitch that we showed you, the second facing Anthony D'Onofrio, pops up 87 here. How quickly they activate out there, and they're moving around in the Florida State pen. Gets a bouncing ball from Anthony D'Onofrio to Cam Smith.
And when you talk about 2 guys in the outfield, both of them can play.
First base is confirmed. Florida State has exhausted one of its 2 challenges for the game.
So a man on for Jackson Vanderbrake. The senior. Number towards second, and Drew Farreau, he flips. Lodies' turn. Beautiful.
What I would consider to be a bit of a mental mistake. Boom, it's gone, and 2 outs.
Both times.
Never know the difference.
Strike 1. Singles Friday against Virginia for the third-team All-ACC catcher. Bouncing ball up the middle and past the down. So a 2-out single from Luke Stevenson for an offense trying to get North Carolina.
Ball inside.
You talk about this offense. You go back to last.
They're averaging just a shade less than 5 runs per game. And as you mentioned, that's a
Down and in, 2-1. You hit the Ferris wheel as well yesterday.
hit the Ferris wheel yesterday. Had to go do that. We'd have to get you in some high heels, but you'd qualify. We might just
3-1. Gallagher bounces it foul. Well, number, and Armstrong pounces, rotates, and ends the